Hey, what's up guys? As you may have seen, I recently uploaded a speed build of the new-ish LEGO Star Wars The Mandalorian set, The Child. If you haven't seen that video, then a card will appear in the top right hand corner of your screen now, but it will also be on the outro screen as well, so if you wanted to watch that after this video, then you could. Anyway, today we've got both the Child / Baby Yoda / Grogu, whatever you want to call him, as well as Yoda. And what we're going to be doing today is taking a look at the differences as well as similarities of both of these sets. So if you're in the market to buy one, then this video should help you to decide. So first, let's take a look at the pricing and piece count to see how they differ. So Yoda, set number 75255, has 1,171 pieces included and is priced at $99.99 or £89.99. The Child, set number 75318, has 1,075 pieces and is priced at $79.99 or £69.99. So just off of that alone, Yoda is the bigger, more expensive set, having an additional 696 pieces over the Child, but subsequently it is $20 or £20 more expensive. In terms of building difficulty, both of these sets are marked as 10+, and having built both of them, they are both built in a very similar way, which nicely leads me on to how they're assembled. So they're both built almost identically to one another. They both begin by building a rectangular shaped Technic framework, and then bag by bag and bit by bit, that framework is hidden under each side. Each side is built separately, and at least for the Child, each side of the build has its own dedicated bag, and what you do is you build one side and then attach it to the framework before moving on to the next, which was really satisfying to see it all come together in big chunks. Next, let's take a look at the different moving parts of each build, starting with Yoda. So Yoda's arms and hands are positioned in a way for him to hold his lightsaber, which when holding his lightsaber, it looks really cool. However, you can't really display him without the lightsaber because his arms and hands are fixed in this position. You can kind of position his fingers, which I do like. This comes in especially handy when you're trying to close down any gaps between the lightsaber and his fingers, just to make it look that little bit more natural. Before we dive into his head, he does have feet which can be pivoted ever so slightly. And you can also position his toes if that's something you're interested in doing. However, the only other movable feature is his head. His head can be rotated slightly side to side, and there's also a bit of wobble and you can kind of push his head forward, but if you do let go of that, then it will return to its original position. His ears are in a fixed position, meaning they can't move. However, his eyelids are repositionable. I'm not sure whether that's intentional or not though. Now let's take a look at what the Child has to offer when it comes to maneuverability. His arms are in a fixed position, however his hands are rotatable and his very small fingers can also be positioned. Unlike Yoda, this model doesn't have any feet, although his head does make up for that with lots of different features. So his entire head is able to rotate 360 degrees, which allows for a lot of different display options. His ears are also positionable, which is probably my favourite feature of this set. It's really powerful for changing his expression. The final thing that this set is able to do when it comes to maneuverability is his mouth. Simply, you can either open it or close it. So that's all the different movable parts of each set. Personally, I think the Child wins on this front. You're able to do so much more when it comes to changing his expression, whereas Yoda has a more basic, kind of simple expression which you can't really do too much with. Now taking a look at the size difference, it's pretty self-explanatory. Yoda is much taller and wider than the Child, so if you've got a large area to fill, then Yoda's going to be able to do that a lot better than the Child. Now again, this one is pretty self-explanatory. Accessory wise, Yoda comes with his classic green lightsaber, and it does have some basic detailing on the hilt. The Child comes with the Razor Crest's gear shift knob, which is a simple grey ball. Now taking a look at the detailing on each of these sets. The designers have both done a fantastic job at making the clothes look natural. The child's clothing is just one block colour, but it looks great. Yoda has a couple of different colours on him, which again looks great. If I had to pick between which clothing looks the best and which looks more natural, then I would probably have to say the child, just because of the way that I like it bunches up towards the bottom, and how tiles and sloped pieces are incorporated into the design so seamlessly. The way the eyes are made are probably the biggest design change between the two, although I do like seeing it when LEGO designers opt for a brick built approach to different parts rather than just using a single piece. In this case, I do think that the child's eyes are just perfect, and they don't stand out as much as Yoda's. Another thing to note is that Yoda does have some added grey hair, which obviously the child doesn't. The last thing to really talk about is the side builds and what minifigures are included in each set. So Yoda has the UCS style plaque where we get some basic information about him, such as his age, affiliation, and a few other things. A minifigure is also included, and unsurprisingly, it's Yoda. The child comes with something very similar again, with this UCS style plaque, where again we get some more basic information about him, and then the child minifigure is also included, which is always nice. But I think this is going to wrap up this video for now. Hopefully this video has helped you out if you are considering purchasing either one of these, or simply, I just hope this video was entertaining for you. If it was, then leaving a like on the video would be greatly appreciated, and if you haven't already, if you would consider hitting that subscribe button, then that would be greatly appreciated too. But that is going to do it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.